Let's start by forgetting everything you think you know about CI/CD automation. I mean, that's really just about following rules, right? What we're talking about today is a system that actually makes decisions. This is true AI-driven autonomy for software delivery. And honestly, it changes everything.
So, what can happen in just 8 seconds? Well, in that time, our platform can autonomously detect a critical security vulnerability, generate a complete fix, validate it across 5 different layers of testing, and then deploy that fix straight to production. And it does all of this without a single human touch.
But just to be clear, this isn't about building a faster pipeline. It's a totally new way of thinking. We're moving from a system that you have to constantly manage to a system that manages, heals, and secures itself.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how is this level of autonomy even possible? Well, it all comes down to the architecture. Let's break down the anatomy of what makes this intelligent pipeline tick.
You see, the platform's brain power really comes from these 5 interconnected AI workflows. It all starts when code enters the CI pipeline. It's immediately scanned for any security threats, and if something's found, our core auto-fix engine kicks in. But before anything goes live, it has to get past a smart deployment gate. And the whole time, constant monitoring is feeding real-time data right back into the system. This creates the closed-loop, self-healing pipeline that you see right here.
Now, powering each of these flows is a whole team of specialized AI agents. You can think of them like a coordinated crew of experts. The security scanner finds a problem, the analyzer figures out what it is, the fix generator creates a solution, and then the orchestrator makes the final call. They're constantly passing context back and forth and working together, forming this incredibly powerful autonomous decision engine.
Theory is great, but let's see how this system handles a real-world challenge. We're going to simulate a developer pushing code that has a critical SQL injection vulnerability hidden inside. And there it is. The pipeline runs, and the agents find that critical vulnerability almost instantly. You can see the security agent, the test agent, and the compliance agent all flagging issues. But here's the most important part. The orchestrator agent's first decision is to block the deployment. The threat is neutralized on the spot before it ever has a chance to touch a production environment. You know, in a traditional workflow, this would trigger a ticket, someone would get assigned, and a developer would have to stop what they're doing to fix it. That process takes, on average, about 3.2 hours. Our autonomous approach, it activates the autofix agent instantly. The difference is just staggering. 3.2 hours versus 8 seconds. That's a 1,440 times speed increase. But look, speed is pretty useless if it's not safe. And that's why this entire system is built on a foundation of trust. The core innovation that makes all of this possible is the AI's ability to constantly balance 2 key things: its confidence in a fix and the risk of deploying it.
It's a really simple but powerful idea. Confidence is all about measuring how certain the AI is that its fix is correct and high quality. Risk, on the other hand, measures the potential blast radius, what could go wrong if this change gets deployed. The AI has to be absolutely sure of its fix and totally sure it won't cause any harm.
And this is a perfect example of the system's safety-first principle. If the AI-generated fix has low confidence, or if the change itself has high risk, the decision is crystal clear. Blocked. This system will never, ever autonomously deploy an unsafe or uncertain change. It always defaults to safety. And that's exactly how you build trust in an autonomous system.
So, now for the main event. What happens when the AI is confident and the risk is low? Let's watch the autofix healing engine in action. The autofix process is this really rigorous 6-step workflow. It analyzes the issue with GPT-4, it generates a fix, and this part is so critical, it puts that fix through a grueling 5-layer validation process. We're talking syntax checks, logic checks, a complete security rescan, style compliance, and running the entire test suite. Only a fix that can survive all of that moves forward. And here is the result. On the left, you can see the vulnerable code using direct string formatting, which is just a wide open door for SQL injection. And on the right, you see the secure AI-generated fix. The AI correctly identified the flaw and rewrote the code to use parameterized queries, which completely neutralizes the threat. This isn't just a patch, it's a best practice remediation. So this slide shows the entire loop completing. The issue was detected, the AI generated a fix, that patch was applied and committed, the pipeline reran automatically, and all the tests passed with 0 new security issues. Then the fix was deployed to production. The total time from detection to deployment, 8 seconds.
So why did this happen autonomously?
Well, the scores tell the whole story. With a 96% confidence in the fix and only 12% risk, the AI made the call to execute a zero-touch deployment. This is the autonomous decision engine at its absolute best: fast, safe, and intelligent.
So the technology is obviously impressive, but what does it actually mean for the business? Let's talk about the tangible, measurable value that this platform delivers.
This dashboard is basically our single source of truth for business impact. We're tracking elite DORA performance, which is the gold standard for high-performing software teams, right alongside hard cost savings. We even track carbon reduction from running more efficient builds. Every single autonomous decision is explicitly tied back to measurable value.
By taking thousands of hours of reactive, painful work off of developers' plates and preventing costly production incidents, this platform delivers a calculated annual savings of over $600,000. And that's not some theoretical number. It's real, quantifiable business impact.
And these operational metrics show exactly how we get there. A 71% zero-touch rate means that the vast majority of fixes require no human intervention at all. And a 98.5% success rate for those autonomous deployments proves the system isn't just fast, it's incredibly reliable.
This one sentence really captures the essence of what we've built here. See, automation just follows a script. Autonomy writes the script, directs the play, and makes sure there's a successful outcome. We'll leave you with this final thought. When you free your teams from constantly firefighting and reacting to problems, they can finally focus on innovation. So what new possibilities open up when your entire software delivery pipeline becomes a self-healing, intelligent system? That's the future we're building.